Merry Christmas, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to another Advent Calendar day. If you're here just because of the video title and you want to watch me tier rank the PlayStation exclusives, all of them, of the ones that I've played, obviously I can't tier rank ones I haven't played, then this is an Advent Calendar episode. It's a series where I, every single day in December, upload a video and we get festive and get Christmassy and we Christmas. And if you want to watch the entire thing, if you want to watch all of them, then you can. Linked in the description to the players for the Advent Calendars. Go check them out. Right, so I have a tier list here and we're going to go through all of these. Now, I haven't played every single one, but I've played like at least 50% of these, right? And I wanted like every single one here just so I have a wide selection of, you know, PS3, PS4, PS5, PlayStation exclusives. And we're going to give them a tier rank. I'm going to be harsh as I can. First, however, I'm going to fill out the never played section. Okay, now that may look like a lot, and it is. But we're going to move on to the main bulk of the tier list, alright, folks? Listen here, alright? Listen here. Alright, so first up, we're starting off strong with Bug Snacks. Now listen, this game was kind of good. It's not the most amazing game ever made, don't get me wrong, but it's not bad. I think with Bug Snacks, I gotta place it in a healthy C, because it's not the worst thing I've ever played. Is it a dumb game? Yes, it is that, but it's also kind of fun. I mean, to be fair, you know, the only time I played it is when I was drunk, so maybe it's not as good as I remember it being, but I remember having fun, so it's got, you know. Days Gone. What a game Days Gone was. It's not a perfect game. It's definitely not S tier, and it's definitely not A tier. Is it B tier? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Days Gone can go in B tier. It's not the greatest game of all time, but it's really, really solid. And it sucks that it's not getting a sequel, man. What the fuck? Good game, though. I enjoyed it. I thought it was solid. Death Stranding. Now, this one's controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. I never finished it, but of what I played, I really liked it. I had a really good time. I would probably not say it's S tier, although I've not finished it. I'd put it above Days Gone, though, so I might have to go. Now I'm a bit stuck, because I don't think it's like an A tier. No, maybe it is. Nah, you know what? It can go A tier. It's a really solid game. Although I've not finished it, so that could push it up to S tier, or I could drop it down to B tier. But where it's at now, for me, it's A tier. Look, it's going there. Demon Souls, S tier. Easy. That game is so fucking solid. I have never had more fun. That's a lie. Of course I have. But that was really good fun. I really like Demon Souls. That's going in S tier for me. 100%. 100%. Detroit Become Human, another solid game. A tier, I reckon. Really, really solid game. Not quite S tier. There's a few reasons. It's obviously like a choose your own adventure type thing. So it's just a bunch of cutscenes, really. Because does that hold it back? I guess. It's a video game, right? So the gameplay's got to come into it. Does it have gameplay? Not really. But it's so solid and fun and enjoyable that it's got to go in A tier. Final Fantasy VII Remake is the greatest game I have ever played. I am such a sucker for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm yet to play the original Final Fantasy VII, but I fell in love with 7 Remake. I love it so fucking much. It is easily one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely my top 5. Could even be number 1. I love it. Ghost of Tsushima, A tier. Now, the reason for this, let me explain, is because Ghost of Tsushima is a terrific, terrific game. But I felt it was a little bit bloated in some areas. I felt like the open world sometimes just felt a bit too much. It felt like there was a lot of repetitive stuff, you know, like the fox dens, maybe too many fox dens. It didn't feel as perfect as it could be, as focused as it could be. However, it is A tier, 100%. It's a fucking quality game that has earned its way to A tier. Probably top of the A tier, but not quite pushing into S for me. God of War, it's an S tier. God of War is an S tier. Do we need to say any more about God of War? What a fucking masterpiece. What a masterpiece. God of War 1. God of War 1 is such a solid game. It's a really, really solid game. Where would I put God of War 1? To me, the God of War games got better as they went along. To me, like, God of War is such a solid game. God of War 2 builds on it, and then God of War 3 is like this triumphant finale. God of War 2 and 3 are like separate. So I reckon I'd go God of War 1, I put it in B tier. But I do think like God of War 2 and God of War 3 are better. It's been a while since I played them though, and I can't remember which one I preferred, whether I preferred God of War 2 or whether I preferred God of War 3. I think I preferred God of War 3. I'm gonna go A tier for both, with God of War 3 above God of War 2. Not that that ranking matters too much, but I mean, they're not, to me anyway, not quite on that level of like the new God of War where it's like a fucking masterpiece, but they are stellar games. But that's just me. Feel free to, you know, call me names in the comments, that's alright. Horizon Zero Dawn, to me, is an S tier. I adore Horizon Zero Dawn so much. I'm actually more excited for Horizon Forbidden West than I am God of War Ragnarok. I love Aloy, I love the world building, I love all of that. It's just so engaging and interesting. It's like this brand new thing to just go out and explore. Holy shit, I can't wait for Forbidden West. It's coming out so soon. Oh my god, that's gonna be so exciting. Fuck, I'm so ready for that. Infamous Second Son, C tier. Not quite as good as Bugsnax. I'd rather play Bugsnax, I'm gonna be honest with you. Journey, that's an A tier. That's an A tier. Journey's an A tier. I don't think it's quite an S tier, but fuck, it's good. That's probably like top A tier. It's a really, really good game. I feel like I could push it into S tier, but then I've got stuff like God of War in there. I'm like, Journey versus God of War, they're on the same tier? Not really, right? Journey's really fucking good. I fucking love Journey. I think it's, yeah, stay there. Go there. Kena Bridge of Spirits was a really fun game. Had way better gameplay than I expected it to have. I think this is an A. I think, is it like next to like God of War though? Like God of War 1? Kena and God of War 1? Yeah, they're probably on the same level. B is still good though. Like B is still like, you've made a great game there. C is where you start to get, you know, it's fine. And then D is like, you kind of, this is kind of a shit game, you know? Persona 5. S tier. Another one of my all-time favorite games. I've never played Persona 5 Standard, but let's just pretend this is Royal. It's going there. It's going in S tier. It's fucking, such a fucking banger of a game. Holy shit. It's as close to a perfect video game as you can probably get, honestly. Shadow of the Colossus, this is another S tier. What a fucking magnificent game from start to finish. Just what a fucking brilliant game. So strong, so interesting, so engaging, so like innovative. And it's a fucking PS2 game. Like, yeah, it's remade for PS4, but it's the same game. Like, it plays the same. It's just so fucking quality. And it has aged like fucking wine. It's fantastic. Just such a good game. Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man PS4. I'm not sure whether I want to put these. See, I prefer Miles to Spider-Man. I prefer Miles. I think it's a better overall game, and the story focus, to me, is like focused on the things that I prefer in stories than Spider-Man is, although both are like stellar games. I just don't know whether I'd put them S tier. I feel like Miles Morales, I probably would put S tier. Spider-Man, I'd probably put A tier. Very top A tier, like they're on the threshold, you know what I mean? Like Miles Morales is like bottom S tier. Spider-Man is like top A tier. I feel like that's where I probably put it. Left Behind, that's a DLC. It was really solid though. I reckon I would go A tier for that. The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2 both go in the S tier for me. Just beautiful games. Just fucking tremendous games. The Last of Us has aged so well, and The Last of Us Part 2, I don't care what anyone says, is a goddamn masterpiece of a game that made me feel things I never thought I could feel while playing a video game. It's an unmatchable experience for me. So those have got to go in S tier. 100%. The Order 1886. B tier. I reckon B tier. I really liked The Order, honestly. So let's go high B. I thought it was like a super solid game. I thought it was like really fun. I really loved like how it sort of showcased what a PS4 could do at the beginning of the generation. I like those very cinematic, story sort of heavy games. The games that aren't like heavy on gameplay, I can really get behind those. I don't know why. I don't know. There's something about it. Like I love movies and I love TV, and I just like when games try to replicate that, but in a very video game way. It's really cool. Like, it's not trying to be challenging, it's not trying to be hard, it's not trying to be really video gamey. It's trying to be like, how can we let a person experience a movie or a cinematic experience within a video game? And I really like that about The Order. I think it's just like when you've got the controller in your hands and you're playing through this very gritty, very interesting film almost. There's something very unique about that I really appreciate. So I really think that The Order is very solid as a game. Uncharted 2, top A tier. Like, look, don't get me wrong, it's top A tier, but I do think there's some things that hold it back from being S tier. Let's go Uncharted 1. I'm honestly going to throw that in C tier. As good as it is, and as good as it started this whole franchise, it has not aged well. It's a whole lot of shooting galleries. The game doesn't really tell you where to go all that well. It can be a little bit confusing in that regard. It's very repetitive. Maybe this is a hot take, but Uncharted 1, I feel, is just, you know, fine. It's just fine. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. But like, it's just sort of fine. If we never got Uncharted 2 and 3 and 4, would it be remembered as being that good? Probably remembered as, oh, that's a classic PlayStation game, but it would not be on the level that it is now. It started the franchise, and for that, you got to give it props. But like, it's not that good. I'm sorry. Uncharted 3, B tier. I like it probably a bit more than Uncharted 1 for specific reasons, but there are some segments in it that are goddamn boring. Uncharted 4, fucking S tier. What a gorgeous, fucking brilliant piece of game. It's terrific. Just absolutely terrific game. I love it. It's easily my favorite Uncharted game. I'm not even sure how it can compete, like how 2 can even compete. It's just not close for me. But I guess if you played those games, you know, when you were younger, then you're gonna have a special place in your heart. So I do get it. I get it. Lost Legacy, I'd probably put it, it's very good, and I like Lost Legacy a lot. Is it better than Uncharted 2? Probably not. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it right next to Uncharted 2 in the A tier, I think. But there it is. There's my tier list. As you can see, PlayStation obviously make more good games than they make not so good games, but they do make a few not so good games. I think I've nailed it. I think I've got the definitive list. You don't even need to tell me yours in the comments, honestly. I think I've done it. I've done it right. I've got it perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. We did it. Let me know your thoughts, though, in the comment section down below. What do you think about the PlayStation exclusives? And are there any other tier lists you'd like me to tackle? I know I'm doing an MCU one later in this advent calendar, and we're doing it after No Way Home comes out, so I can include No Way Home. Let me know if there's any others you'd like me to do eventually. They're fun, aren't they? I enjoy them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Merry Christmas to everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for yet another advent calendar video. See you all very soon. Catch you later.